guys. All right, thank you all so much for coming out here. It is a pleasure to see you all, so thank you again. I'm going to start off with a little touchy subject. It's a little touchy. We're not going to delve into it, but we are going to touch it. So, in St. Louis, Missouri, there's a bar that actually is starting to serve a drink now. It's called the Mike Brown drink. Yeah, it really is. What it is, how they advertise it, is it's 6 random shots to the head. Yeah, no, I'm not even joking. This is a real thing. 6 random shots to the head. Had the local news crew ask them if they're going to change it, not going to do it. But I thought it was weird that they would actually do something like that. Well, it made me think. I was like, what if other establishments would actually follow that type of thing, that type of sensationalism after like terrible, tragic events? Like, what if we were at a bed and breakfast a few years ago, and they offered the Terry Schiavo experience? If you're in there and they're like, hey, what's this? And they're like, oh, it's pretty cool. What we do is during your entire stay, we lock you in your room without food or water. I'm like, huh, it's pretty cool. You guys remember that? Yeah. No, anyone here have ugly friends? Yeah. Yeah, if you guys don't laugh at that, if you don't know any ugly friends, then that means you're an ugly friend. That's not my joke, but that's how that works. It's true. Check my facts. But no, I do have some ugly friends, and they actually came to me and they're like, hey, we're thinking about having a kid. I'm like, that's not a good idea. One of my buddies, he looks like a bean. Like, he looks like a bean person. And his girl looks like a turnip. So when I'm looking at him, I was like, you put a turnip and a bean together. I was like, you guys can't do this. Like, if you guys have kids, you're going to have a bunch of ugly potato children. That's not going to work out for anybody. So we can't do that. Speaking of babies, I actually had one of my dreams come true a few years ago. And I like to say it in that order because it sounds really creepy. But no, I did actually see someone drop a baby a few years ago. Now, yeah, that is one of my dreams. I'm not advocating that, yeah, we should drop more babies. I'm just saying that if anyone were to drop a baby, even when that happens, I just want to be there to see it. And I was. And I'm going to tell you guys how that played out. So I was walking around at my current job at the time. I was loss prevention for a particular retailer. And I had a big guy, 6'2", and he's like gyrating in front of the store with his baby on his shoulder. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, what does that guy think? Is like his baby do sit-ups all the time? Does that have a really strong core? And when you look at someone, you start imagining what might be going on in their head. And they're just like, yeah, Nathan, they said you're too clumsy to carry a baby. But no, and then he dropped the baby. So I, being the person I am, stopped where I am. Stop. And the baby was fine, but I ran away. I went to my office, and I rewound and rewatched that video for 5 hours and called all my friends, which is the only way I know that there is a God. It's my dreams to come true that day. Speaking of procreation, though, dating profiles. You guys ever see those? Like Tinder, Plenty of Fish, Match.com? Yeah, I got one woo. Everyone else who's quiet or lying, you know exactly what I'm talking about. No, but I like them. I have a really short but really concise list that I actually go off of. I'll go through and I'll look for girls that have pictures of dogs licking them on the face. Because, I'm like, bingo, game on. If you're letting a dog lick you on the face, you're probably okay with weird things on your face. I'm alright with that. Game on. But no, one other thing that's really fun about those dating profiles is they have headlines. You ever see those to grab your attention? One girl had a headline that said, I want your flaws to complement my flaws. Which doesn't make a lot of sense to me because I really couldn't figure out how my alcohol dependency is going to help your heroin addiction. So, that's not going to work out. Again, I'm a little stupid. But no, sometimes what the girls will have is they'll have those motivational phrases. You guys ever see those? Yeah, I like them. I sincerely like motivational phrases. But one of my favorites is anything is possible through Christ. And I'm not a religious person. It's not for me, but I have a lot of religious friends. And I don't always use the term correctly, but when I do use it, a lot of the time, when I use it with my religious friends, it seems to settle me down a little bit. So I was hanging out with my pastor the other day, and he's like, there's just no way we're going to be able to bury this hooker and get away with it. And I'm like, hey, anything is possible through Christ. And that was one of the wrong times to use that joke, because it didn't play out like I thought it was going to. I I'm a terrible person. But as you guys have probably started to figure out, I'm a fairly sarcastic person. A little bit. I still have some friends that, for some reason, I don't know why, but they've forgotten that little bit about me. Two of my friends call me. Now, both of them, they have careers, they have families, two things that I do not have. But they'll still ask me for advice. My first friend came to me, he's like, hey, my love life is shot. You know, my wife and I, there's no intimacy, there's nothing. My other friend called me, he goes, hey, at work, you know, I work my ass off, I try my best, but I'm just not appreciated. And me, being me, I just give them the funniest answer I can come up with in my head. So I told them both, probably just kill yourself. I mean, honestly, if your love life's dead, you might as well be too, right? And then the only way you're going to be appreciated at work is for them to realize what it's like to not have you. So, but now I need two new friends. So let's do that. You all got sad, that's fine. The jokes aren't real. But no, I'm going to give you guys one more. This one's just kind of a habit. Says you guys might notice I don't have any hair. In case you're curious. It's not see-through, it's just not there. But, no. My friend called me and he said, you know, you need to get a wig. Like, why? He's like, well, you look good with hair. It's not your hair. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, well, on that token, how about you get a mask? Like, why is that? I'm like, you look good with a face. It's not your face. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Loren Haines.